But if you think about entrepreneurship, it's all risks, whether you like it or not.
Before you can succeed on something, you have to consider yourself, okay, is that I fail or I succeed?
You need to know the kind of risk you want to be taking. There are some risks that will take you out.
Someone wanted to work on a project at a time when I usually charge maybe 300,000 naira to make a basic project. And then this person wanted to build an NFT website. And I didn't know anything about blockchain there. But I'm like, let me give this man a price so that it will not be as if I told him, I don't know it. But then let me give him something that I know maybe will not be able to afford. Pay 1.5 million naira to do this project. And then the man was like, you know what? Let me do 1.2. I was not like, no, let's do it on 1.4. Even if it would cost me to sit down all through the night to learn this thing. My brother, 2 months, I did not sleep. I was drinking Monster to make sure that I learned. So
I didn't even know, okay, maybe you should do business or anything. Because my mom used to be like, no, if you put your eye too much in money, you will not focus on your studies.
I boarded a cab. I took some materials to the site. Once I dropped the glass with the glass on my hand, the guy just zoomed off. He ran with the material.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to Rational Dialogue. Today, I have two amazing people in the studio. And before I unveil them, we want to talk about something you'll be interested in. I know that many of you are considering starting a business, especially now that you're in your 200 level or 300 level. School is already seeming like a scam because you have 2F in your 100 level results. Or you are already considering that, oh, my brothers and my elder sister that graduated from the University of Ibadan and University of Ilorin do not have any job yet after 7 years. So you are thinking in your mind, I should start a business. I should go into hospitality, maybe fashion. Or I should go into tech or media. Today, we want to bust your bubble. We want to discuss those topics and we want to analyze how we think you should go about it. You know, what our experiences are and what we would have done differently if we are in your shoe. So, with that being said, let me introduce you to the amazing people that are right here with me. On my far left is no other person than the amazing CEO of OneShot Media, Mr. Favor Awogbemi, known as Franz Mink in this circle. Franz Mink, introduce yourself.
Okay, so I am, like you said, Favor Awogbemi. Frank Smith, as known when I used to work with my guy here, and I'm the CEO of OneShot Multi-Biz. That's a media company as well as a lounge, and in the hospitality
business. Yeah.
So that's pretty much everything.
Pretty much. Your my name is a big man. He has over $50 million in crypto. Though you owed him. If you meet him on the road, owed him. And who do I have right here with me, Mr.
My name is Olatunji Wright Ifeoluwa.
In fact, if you hear the name, you can see the rhythm of the name. You can already feel money in the name. Go on.
I'm actually the CEO, Evolution Unisex Salon and Boutique.
Wow.
Combination.
Wait, sex salon.
Unisex Salon and Boutique.
I didn't say you had the sex for that place.
No.
I won't buy.
We're not selling sex toys.
I need to doggy.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
It's just the clothing aspect and the beauty.
Okay, the clothing. Unisex, like
salon,
all form of sex.
Maybe that one at the top.
Which you go ahead, you see, no evidence. So let's be serious. You know, you guys understand what unisex is. I hope your own mind is not as dirty as mine. Okay. And you know me, of course, I'm Elon Jobs, obviously, but I don't need to introduce myself. Let's talk to the people that are on my right. Who do I have here? My dear friend.
Josh Tracy.
Hey, Josh Money. You see the way you sound, Josh Money. Okay, and I have no other person than...
You have Dan Smith here.
This is guy. Yeah, the guy. The creative Dan Smith, that guy. Exactly. That what I said that you can... exactly, that's the guy I'm talking about. So you know him, he's familiar with the channel. These are the two new faces. So let's talk about this thing. I supposed to graduate from university in 2018. I was supposed to graduate, yeah. I think I dropped out in that same year and... I started a digital business, right? And in 2020, I was already making about $200,000 in a year. So that sounds like an awesome story. And a lot of people want to model that. You're like, hello, you know, I like it. You drop out, you. But that my story has its own downsides and its own upsides some of it is that, for instance, someone like me cannot apply to certain job because they will say minimum BSc or something. Now, a lot of young people are also thinking in that light. They're having, there's this thing that me and Joshua often talk about. One small thing. There's one of our mentee that will give one advice like that. He started making like 1 million a month. The guy started seeing ghosts. Like, why are you seeing ghosts? And then when I say some people are seeing ghosts, when they start thinking that they will buy mansion in 3 days. If you think about it, me and that will start competing in the next 5 years. So now, you, Favor, your story is definitely different. Tell the people your story, and we are now going to go into, do you think it's practical for someone that is still in school or someone that is about to get out of school or someone that just graduated to say, the next I want to do is to venture into starting a business?
I went to University of Ilorin. And same 2018, I graduated from that same university. So during the course of while I was in the university, I picked up a skill. That was learning software development and coding and whatnot. So over time, I worked on this that enabled me to get my first job at a certain company. And from there, I picked up the pace, got into tech, knew a lot of things, I started getting better. I started understanding a lot of other things in that particular field. So now I'm talking in the point of view of a career right now. When it comes to business, I think I ran a business once. I was selling jewelry in school and I was basically just doing things randomly. I was just doing the math. I fell in love with the math that I could actually buy 100 pieces of chain at probably 500 naira. Then dollar rate was very, very cheap. Okay. Imported from China. And if I could just sell it back at 1,000 naira, 1,500 naira, that's 3x. And the mathematics was nice. I also sold data. That one is a story for another day. So I was looking for a model to make selling those chains much more easier for me. So I could not sell a lot because I am just a one-man person. But then I came across an idea which a friend of mine gave me that, okay, Alpha, bring some of these jewelries, let me sell them. Instead of selling for 1,000, sell it to me at 800. Okay. And then I will sell it at that 1,500. And then, again is again. So it reduces my stock. It reduces the amount of worry I have to make on. I still have 100 pieces of something to sell. So I have other people. So then I found that what if I can replicate this? I bring more people on board, more ladies that can actually sell this. I sell it to them at a lesser price than the normal price, and then they can even add their profit. They can sell higher than the price that I put on the product. Exactly. Then I didn't even know the concept of selling to certain customers. The same product I can sell at higher price. So I was on a flat rate of 1,500 naira. And then I discovered that some of these people are selling to other people at 2,500 naira. The same thing I was fixing my price on, and then I knew that, okay, maybe this business thing is not really for me, but I can still do it. Then I penned it. So back to the storyline of being in tech as a career. I think at some point in time, I started getting, should I say, traction in that field. I was able to at least put food on the table and live a life, and so to say. So yeah, from there, a lot of things happened, a lot of good things happened. But there is always this yearning for more. There's always this thought that I need to be able to do more. I want to do something for myself. So I don't want to come from a point of view of like a business expert or anything. I want to come from a point of view of the way I saw it. Right. Then I started a business. I started running a business in parallel with tech. And before I go into the details of how everything were affected in one way or the other, positively and negatively, let me allow another person to talk.
So that's Favor giving you the recap of the story. How you moved, try business a couple of times and cool. You are still going to tell me whether you are going to advise somebody that is in school to actually try those things, try to sell it and buy it. Because I noticed that one of the reasons why I dropped out is that it got to a point that is either I grow the business or I focus on school. Those are like the real option before. Because sometimes you enter school like this, you forget all the clients you're having conversation with. Because the work in school is so much, the stress the lecturer is giving you is so much, even you forget that you have other lives. And the same way when you are outside and you are dealing with customers, you are dealing with clients, you are dealing with your reputation, you are trying to deliver on time, you forget that you have an academic whatever, that you even miss tests and exam. So sometimes I feel like, These young people that you're rushing to start business, you will still do it over a whole lifetime. So, right. What's your own experience with business? How do you get to become a business owner?
Basically, it's actually a long story though.
Oh, yeah. Tell us.
We actually started from somewhere.
Mm.
So let me just pick it up from where it's all started from.
Mm-hmm.
My dad happens to be a fashion designer, which everybody knows to be a tailor. So, and he does it best because based on the story he says, he sew clothes for people as these governments.
Yeah.
So,
People in the higher echelon.
exactly. So,
Wow, interesting.
but one thing about him is he doesn't want we the children to venture into that. So all what he wants is go to school,
Get a degree.
So basically, I felt not really good with it. So we started some little going to, this interlocking.
Yeah, I know interlocking.
Yeah, we did it. We collected 500 naira. We save a little, go to where we get clothes on Sunday.
Okay.
So the thing is, when I got to school, to get fund from home is actually a very hard thing for me.
We plenty.
So,
I thought saying I only me waka come.
not just you. So it's actually a very tough part of me.
Okay.
I had to do one or two things, painting. So that's when I heard of cryptocurrency.
Good.
Yeah. Forex and all that. So
Thank God
I
you did not
started
cry.
reading
Thank
about
God you did
it.
not cry.
I cried a lot. Like a serious one. So that's where it's all.
I thought we found a winner that this guy did not cry.
No.
Okay.
No.
Go continue,
Because
please.
the thing is, I didn't have any mentor.
Okay.
I just got to know about it and I started reading about it. I'll go for painting, collect the fund, change it to dollar, burn it down. So I restart again. I have to sit down. I'll be like, there was a day I bought a coin. I didn't even remember the name. I just bought it around 20,000 and I left it. So maybe the third or fourth day, I went there. I didn't even know. Like, I wanted to press another app on the phone. So I just pressed. I just said, let me just check. And I saw, I think, 300 and something naira. It was naira. It was Luno. So me seeing that phone, it was a surprise. I was like, damn, how will I have such money in my phone? So I just have to withdraw. I went out with my guys.
You withdrew your 300.
Yeah, 300,000.
Okay.
I'm in profit.
You withdrew 300,000.
So from there, I felt, okay, that's the winning point. Let me start from there. They collected the 300 because I was like, okay, let me try another one. I bought coin, went down. I did, this crypto, you can do future trade.
You can do spot trading.
Forex. I did majority of it. And but the thing is, I kept doing it. And now I'm seeing the profits.
Wow, interesting.
So if people, there are a set of people that will come to me like, can you teach me how to? I cannot teach you because it takes a lot.
you gotta try.
So the thing is, basically I've been under the pressure of risk from there. So starting a business, I felt it's going to be an easy journey.
Wow,
like,
easy
okay,
breezy.
Let me just start a business and
breeze out.
Yes,
normal stuff.
I'll be seeing
normal stuff.
But along the way, it's not that smooth. There's a day you have to sort some things with your own fund. Like you starting a business, you feel, okay, this is the amount I want to use to start the business and it will continue running on its own. No, there are days you have to add your own. Yes.
You are keep injecting into it.
Yeah.
So, Josh, what's your own experience with business?
My own experience. My experience was just that, I got admitted to University of Ilorin.
Good.
Then I started school and all of that. But then, there's a way that Sakwa will teach you some
A lot
lessons.
of lessons.
How to be industrious.
Yes.
So, I didn't even know, okay, maybe you should do business or anything. Maybe at some time I've helped my mom, sha. But then it's not like there's that, because my mom used to, say my mom would be like, no, if you put your eye too much in money, you will not focus on your studies. This one. So when I see that Sakwa said is not allowing me to focus on my studies, then I think that was when I picked this book. Someone gave me the book, School of Money. Then I was now reading School of Money, and School of Money was like, you don't wait on customers to come, you go and meet them. You understand? Then I think maybe this guy is Zubero, so reached out that, you want to build junior league, blah blah blah. Then I said, they knew I run a blog, so then he reached out to me. I said, okay, I know somebody. He said they've reached out to all these computer science, they don't know anything. Then I said, I can't build the lawyer league, but I know somebody that can build it. So I think that was when I reached out to you now.
Yeah.
So and I reached out to him, and then I think we collected our first cash out. Immediately he gave me the first commission I did. I went to eat bread and meat. So I saw that I was able to connect two people, the business, and then I got this we die here. So that was more like it was. And then from there,
before then you were doing Egg Republic now.
No.
No.
It was later on.
I
think this time I was not just fully into futurists. So then I announced, okay, then a lady said she's trying to sell. She knows me as a marketer at that time. So, of course, we're in futurists now together. So she now said she's trying to sell egg. That how can she sell it? When I heard that, I said, okay, how will she pay me? I was always thinking in terms of commission that time. So how will she pay me? It's not clear. But I now wanted to see whether it can even move. Then I helped her to find customers, and I got 10 customers for her. I now got the customer for the girl. The girl traveled to Lagos.
Wow.
People are now calling me that, where is the egg now? I was not calling the girl, she didn't pick my call. I said, you wait. So I was now complaining to my other people. Was it you? Then he now told me that, Oronkoto, that's Team Cruz.
Emmanuel.
He said that it's like the rare chicken in their house or something that they have egg. Then I reached out to that one. He said yes. He said, but now the money for me to buy from the grandma that I was staying with. So I said, okay, you should borrow me, is it 20K or 10K? I can't recall. You should borrow me that I will give him certain interest. So when he gave me, then I bought the egg. So I was expecting to buy the egg, say a crate 650. So when I got there, they were selling it for 450. And I was going to sell it for 900 where I'm taking it to minimum. So I just pack everything. Immediately I got there, there were already people that were ready to buy. Then I got it there. I saw the money. I saw it. Okay, Egg Republic. So I think I needed more money to build, to sell to more people. Then I think I reached out to you. You gave me I forgot how much exactly to be. I know it's used on that time. Then I started buying bulk. Then selling. And then the revenue was increasing till school went on break. So I think around that time, that was when I had to decide that, okay, wait, let me do futurists full time. So then we started, and I think that was 2018. Then 2019, we started doing several $1,000. I think we went from maybe 300K in January, and by November that year, 3 million in a month. So then it was like a breakthrough for us. So from there, so that was more like my own version of the grind. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
So I think mine is more of collaborating with others.
Dance Mate, what's your experience with business? You just surpass and you send this guy entire business. I don't understand. For some of you, I think there's two things I want to highlight from Josh, which is the ready market. Some of you are just dreaming of going into market businesses and you don't have a ready market. He has a ready market of people that are ready to pay 900 per crate. Even before he said, and then some of you also want to create a business because every other person in your village is creating a business, and you think because you are not going to get a job after you get the degree, or because it's called FUS, market doesn't care about all those your personal reasons. The market don't care about your personal reasons. Dan Smith, what's your experience with business?
So mine started right after secondary school. All right, so I wanted to learn a trade to see how to help myself then. So I was given two options, right? The first one was to learn how to repair generators and blah blah.
Okay.
And I saw the guy doing this stuff. I was like, nah, I can't learn from this guy. I don't want to live the kind of life this guy is living.
Okay.
And I said, okay, the second option is for me to learn how to do windows, doors, blah blah, aluminium. So I keyed into that.
So yeah, this guy is doing interlock what?
Interlock.
Yes.
He was locking.
Me, I was slaughtering chicken.
Oh, you were slaughtering
And
chicken.
waiting flowers.
And waiting flowers.
Ah.
This is where. Okay, continue. Your
So
story.
right from there, I learned the trade, and before I knew it, I gained admission. Before you can get somebody to give you a project to do, you need connection. Like it's very very tough terrain. The market is saturated, right? Several different hands, and you guys are jostling for just little portion of work going around. So I got like 1 or 2 projects before I resumed school then. The amount wasn't much though. So after 100 level, I went back home. I met my brother, one of my uncle. He's a plumber. And I said, I'm looking for aluminium job. He said, okay, there's one building project going on at somewhere that I should follow in there. So I went there with him. I spoke with the man. The man said, he was impressed. This young boy doing this, stuff like this. He said, okay, I should bring my quotation. So as I was writing the quotation, everything was totaling over 4 million. I was scared at her. Will this man pay this money? One. Number 2, will I be able to handle this project of this magnitude? And my uncle was like giving me assurance that I don't want you to do it. I said, okay. Then I wrote the quotation. It was 4.5 million. I gave the man at that time. Then one said, he was even laughing. That somebody brought another quotation of 3.9 million that I should go and recalculate my prices. And I said, anything that makes me go below 4.2 million, I will go into debt. That this person, I don't know how this person wants to do this or no, but me, it can't go like that. And I said, okay, no problem. Let's work with you. I was surprised. Then I said I should come the next day. We went to with my uncle. He was like, don't worry, this man will pay. He trusts the man. I was like, okay. I couldn't sleep that day. So the next day we went to site, and the man counted close to 1 million naira in cash. He gave it to me that day. My hand was shaking. My uncle now took the money from me, and we went home. The next day, I went to market. I've done my calculation. I bought material, started the work. So in between the line, we do the first floor, and the man said, okay, we should hold on for now. I went back to school. When I got to school, I told this guy, I said, see what's going on. And I think he was shocked. He said, 4 million. I said, blah, blah, don't worry. You start marketing it too around the environment. But one major bottleneck is that if you want to do such work in Ilorin, you need to join the association, right? And before there are so many different bottlenecks though. So he got in contact with the man. The man was building one house, and we went there to submit quotation. The man was just playing us like Ronaldinho. So the man didn't give us the work. We later gave another person. So this man now called me again for Port Harcourt. Okay, come and do this, the second and third floor. And the school was in session. I had to run down to Port Harcourt to do the work. While on it, some things happened. Some people stole materials. I boarded a cab. I took some materials to the site. Once I dropped the glass on my hand, the guy just zoomed off. He ran with the material. I went on that. I met my mom. She ran around to gather money for me too. So there's a little margin to the money I charge the man, and that margin is gone. Even some profit and even some profit and the major money too is gone with the theft. I had to struggle to get that done. So after then, I was like, can I continue this stuff like this? I started looking for other jobs too. It's very, very tough to get job of that kind of nature in Port Harcourt. If you don't have connection, right? Even the one I got says by connection.
Exactly. It's your brother that your uncle that knows him.
So it was very, very tough. I need to go back to school. I just also this thing. Mostly borrowed some money for me to complete the work. Everything completed, and I went back to school. Started looking for more aluminium jobs. Then I noticed I can't sit down with this. It's not sustainable. You pass some aluminium shop, you see them sitting down there waiting on customers. Some of them might just have like 1 or 2 jobs in space of 6 months. So that's not my own kind of way. So this guy started Egg Republic then. I was like, he needed an affiliate, somebody that I think it was me and Taufik started selling some eggs for him too before we get to join.
Just say this guy was distributing the chain.
Before we get to join Future X. And here we are. So
now everybody have shared their story. This is what I quickly want to tell. I want people that are watching this to learn. For you, what are the do's and don'ts that you have learned in business? What would you advise your younger self that is having this entrepreneurial seizure? That's what I call it. When you're having this entrepreneurial, you just saw that, you can make this margin on this business when you can, especially when somebody wants to go into media or hospitality or just starting out in tech. What would be your 1 or 2 advice for them so that we can wrap up this episode? And I think people already learn a lot from we sharing our story, and they will have seen the team that whatever that is happening to you is not uncommon, because I'm sure that the average student watching this also have this similar experience. I was struggling and then they are about rushing into business. So your idea is keep it in that theme of letting them understand that as much as you are rushing into business, these are some of the things you should put in mind.
Okay. One thing I will always say, and I will still say again, is before you want to do anything at all, know your strengths. What I mean by that is know what you can offer, know what you are capable of. I'm someone that I appreciate the statement, opportunity means preparation a lot. Because just like he has said concerning getting a contract that I never believed I was going to get, I also had a break, something like that. Someone wanted to work on a project at a time when I usually charge maybe 300,000 naira to make a basic project. And then this person wanted to build an NFT website. And I didn't know anything about blockchain then. But I'm like, let me give this man a price. Maybe he will just leave me alone. So that it should not be as if I told him, I don't know it. But then let me give him something that I know maybe he will not be able to afford. Then pay 1.5 million, I will do this project. And then the man was like, you know what? Let me do 1.2. And I was not like, no, let's do it on 1.4. Even if it would cost me to sit down all through the night to learn this thing. My brother, 2 months, I did not sleep. I was drinking Monster to make sure that I learned. So I was consuming materials, trying to learn, because now he has paid half payment. And it's more than what I usually charge by far. I'm like, really? Am I really going to charge this amount for something? So I had to start preparing for that. It's possible that I failed, but thankfully I was able to put the project together, and that opened doors to many opportunities. Now I'm going to relate that back into a market, because by the virtue of the type of work I did for him, he was pleased with it, and then he referred. And from the referral, I no longer say I want to charge 300,000 naira from the website. Automatically, I was able to scale. So because I know my strength, okay, even if I find a way to, even if I'm almost stranded, I know my way around technologies. I know my way around building websites and stuff like that. Then secondly is to know the market. It's one thing to say you want to do a business, another thing for you to know that market that you want to do. Some people are in school, sorry to say, studying the wrong thing for the wrong situation. Some people are studying things that are probably not, we don't need a lot of people studying them. Like some kinds of education. I didn't know that there are different types of education.
No, and it's plenty. It's plenty. Educational biology.
But why?
Educational structural, clinical education, whatever. And they even have something like educational physics, educational chemistry, education. They will get BEd and BSc.
Okay.
They will get BA and BSc. That's the same thing.
Basically to be a lecturer, right?
They hope to be a lecturer, but
Or a teacher.
imagine the amount of lecturers.
teacher.
Yes, imagine the amount of lecturers that we have if actually everybody turns out to be a lecturer.
Imagine that my brother went to university for 4 years to do social science education.
Wow.
Like,
I'm not even going to say anything concerning
I'm
that.
like, what the fuck?
So once you know your strength, you know what you are very good at, or that you can market, or something that you are a little bit prepared for, even if it's not much. It is now your work to get better at it. I used to tell my guys something that be good at something such that somebody will come and pay a huge amount to you one day to get that thing from you. Like be so good at something that for you to render that service or to make yourself available for that particular thing, you have to be paid enough for it. That's it. So the starting point is no, okay, I can do this particular thing. Next step is that you should try as much as possible to grow that particular thing very well. It may be a skill. It may be the fact that you know how to, you know very well about maybe a particular product, maybe earrings in my case, for example, and then you know the kind of people that buy earrings at some certain time, and then you know how to actually appeal to them to make them buy it. Now it's your job to go outside, learn more about selling, learn more about marketing, learn more about that particular kind of marketing, that particular skill that you have, so to say. And then you'll be able to capitalize it. Because definitely one day I've been in a situation where somebody wants to do something that will fetch me a lot of money, but because I was not prepared enough, I missed out on it. I just know one way or the other, definitely if you are doing something, one day will come that it may be your opportunity. So if you are not prepared for it, you will lose out on it. So one thing, identify one thing you are good at. Secondly, build yourself, try to be the best at it. Then thirdly, learn sales. Everybody has to be able to sell. Even the idea of, even if you are looking for a job, you're selling yourself. So even if you are not going into business to sell something, you want to survive in this life, you have to be able to sell yourself. So that's what I see about it for now. Because I want to talk a little bit about the business that I'm into. Eventually, after going into tech, and I started a business, I saw an opportunity to open up a particular business, a lounge business at a very good location.
For some of you that are in Tanke, this guy has a lounge in Tanke.
There's a game lounge in Tanke that you can come to. That's opposite Club Rush. That
come and have an experience.
Yeah. So I saw the spot. It was for lease, and I thought together with someone that is my brother, we can take this place together. You have a restaurant, and then upstairs I can use it for a lounge. Opposite us there's a club, so it's kind of symbiotic in nature. I mean, you can relax before going to club. It's a market for, adult market, right? But there is a market for that there, and I saw it and decided to go into it. But one thing I used to say is I didn't really know much about this market before going into it.
Like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, sure.
But that ability to spot a market is there. I mean, eventually starting it, and I was realizing a lot of things, like the cost of running this particular
that kind of
business,
venture,
which I did not think of when the brilliant idea of putting this kind of business here.
That's what I call the entrepreneurial seizure. Some of you are having it right now.
Yeah.
Giri.
So sometimes
that's what we call giri in Yoruba.
Sometimes you don't know what it will cost you. Because costing is not only in terms of money now. What it will cost you to actually venture into something. And you may not know until it looks good. It's nice to fantasize about
on paper.
It and think about it. If I put this thing here, if I run this thing, Makamata, I'll just be reaping profit.
Witty.
But then by the time you start it, you'll be like, I have to run this, I have to run marketing, I have to run operation, I have to cope with the fact that petrol is now 900 and something naira per liter, which it wasn't like that before. So there are a lot of things that you can prepare for. But if you don't have some level of, let's say, soft landing, it may be difficult to venture into some particular kinds of business, because if it's not going yet, or when it's not, because it's definitely going to happen. There will be times when it's not.
There are seasons, obviously.
There are seasons. Hope it will not be a breaking point for the business. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's really deeply insightful. Right, Mr. Right. Mr. Soft Life. Mr. Crypto that make me cry. What will you tell people about it? You are in the unisex business.
Salon.
Is it unisex? So if you want to buy doggy, you want to buy
we're not selling that.
you want to
if you want to plait your hair, if you want to buy salon. Yeah, you get it.
Unisex salon.
Universal.
You want to do Ghana Didi, all back, all front,
all kind of it.
Monkey in the eagle shadow.
Yeah. So one thing about,
do you know how to make hair yourself?
Nope.
And you went into,
yes, that's what I want to say.
Wow.
The basic question we should ask ourselves before even starting: what's my potential?
You're deep.
You get. So if you actually know your potential,
Good.
if you venture into one business, and you can maneuver
You'll be able to
within
navigate.
to actually get to where you're going.
Mm.
But the thing is, when I started the salon, I have this brilliant idea of this is how I want the salon to look like. But truth be told, I don't have the fund.
Now,
get-
what are they to explain that?
The funny thing about it is when you have the idea, you have the picture in your head,
So how do you go about it?
and you don't have the fund, you okay, let me just do it in a smaller way. Doing it in a smaller way, you're already competing with the legend. That business you're doing, there are other people that are doing it.
Other people know. Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So their own marketing has gone beyond what you can just rush into. You're starting from it's just like accelerating. There's a car that is already moving at 180 and you're just starting from zero. You can't compare there will actually be a distance.
Exactly.
You get. So the potential of you, like, I want to do this thing. You can have the idea. You can learn about it. You can study.
Idea is cheap now.
But still, you have to know how to maneuver within the
This
area, the sector you want
within
to go
the
into.
industry,
I
within
cannot
the market.
I cannot do the barbing, but I felt I can actually hire people that can do it.
Good.
But
But wait, you can hire people that have not have money and they want to start a barbing salon of the future, unisex.
But the best thing that I will advise them to do is they should know about it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You will allow them to know about it.
Yes.
Good.
Because when I hire those people, they will tell me this is how we do it. You get it?
Yeah.
This is how we do it. I don't know much about it. So
Okay.
I'll be like, all right.
No problem.
But because I know they're trying to play a game for me and I'm playing a game too.
Okay.
So I'll be like, all right,
Game is game.
do it. So I'll come to the other side and be looking. So you playing a game, I'm playing a game.
Okay. Game
I'll
now,
actually
beat
win
game
you.
now.
Because I'm the one that hired you.
You get be smart, oh.
But for the sake of, okay, your own business and your fund, it's better for you to know.
To know
about
the
it.
market, to know the skills.
Yes. At least if you're a stylist yourself, there's no way someone you employ want to tell you this is how we do it. You already know. I felt, okay, let me just add boutique. You're coming from a salon, coming out after your styles and all that. Let me
You
just get
want to add
something
a piece
to,
of
yeah,
meat into
you
it.
get. So, but
Plus, I could bring barber shop inside. So that when you come out, you buy suit.
exactly. So the boutique is, I look at the area where the salon is. Not too far from it, there is a restaurant.
Okay.
So actually, people can go into the restaurant and come out and be like, okay, there's a boutique here. Let me just get one or two things from there, which is what I do sometimes.
Even you on it now.
Yes, on the norms. I might just go to somewhere and just be like, okay, there's something. Let me just get one or two things from here.
Yeah, you look fresh now. Yeah, a fresh man.
Not that easy. So that's the idea.
Okay.
But I don't know much about it.
Good.
But I venture into it. I have this mind of all my life, it has always been a risk.
This guy is a
Yes.
risk. You when you go carry money put for crypto.
Yes, a lot.
Who no say you be
Yes.
see listen, this guy like risks.
Yes.
If you don't like, if your mama they are no there's this saying in Yoruba say the person that doesn't have a mother will not have a wound at his back. Ọmọ tí ò ní ìyá kéde gbẹ̀yìn. Continue, Mr.
Okay, the
Rick
thing
Taker.
is, I don't have anybody to look up to. I don't have anybody I can run to. But I have to take the risk.
But if you think about entrepreneurship, it's all risks, whether you like it or not.
Yes, but
Even if you think you are making a very
there are some
small
set of
money.
people that are afraid of the risk. Before you can succeed on something, you have to consider yourself, okay, is that I fail or I succeed?
Interesting.
So if you feel, okay, I'm just going to break through from this thing, what of this set of people that are competing with you? I have a boutique, I have a salon. There are a set of people that are doing the same business in the area.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I feel, okay, this thing is going to boom, I'm trying to be like, okay, the old customer that will be in should come to me.
When you wake up, let me know.
So it's 50-50.
There's
Either they go there or they come to me.
Yeah, there's only that.
So the difference is just me providing more service to them.
Okay. That we
The
have
aesthetics,
that patronage.
everything they're saying, you just be like, okay, let me just go in there. But if I'm not able to take the risk, like, okay, let me risk it, I might just be there.
And you never have anything.
Yes, within the area, I would be like, these people, there's no more sales. These people, there's no more sales. Let me just back down. I have to take the risk.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it. You have to take risks in order for you to establish any business. Whether you like it or not, whether you think you are even trying to
try,
do
you fail,
you try, you fail.
You try.
This guy have cried from crypto. He has do a lot of interlocking, and I don't know what he's locking. Now he's doing unisex.
Sporting.
One or two sporting.
One or two sporting.
Yeah, we've tried a lot of things. That's why I said a lot of risk. It's just basically around risk.
Ladies and gentlemen, take risks. They have heard me. Now, Josh, what would be one of 2 points you are going to tell people in business? Like, if they are just starting out, what would be your advice? For me, before you guys go, you had a story about somebody giving you a job. For me, the first gig that I got, I don't know how to do web development there. Okay. The first gig that I was $1,000. That I got. And it was her. They asked me to build the website where the students were able to register. I learned the entire PHP whatever over a weekend. I was just coding. That was the first time I wrote PHP. That was the first time I know PHP and I understand what the fuck is going on there. Because they don't pay me money. But if they don't pay me money, they expect results. So it's about taking it. And I decided to say, I can do it. What's there? I even showed them.
Let's assume you don't want to take the risk. You'll be there.
No, I will not be there. Uncle will wire me.
So that's the risk. You have to take the risk.
Where you are coming from, if where you are coming from is tougher than the risk you have to take to get to where you are going, you will don't. It's not. You don't need to. It's easy to.
What else?
What else? What am I waiting for? So, Josh, what would be your one last piece of advice for entrepreneurs that are just having decisions that they want to start out?
Okay, well, if you look at my own case, right, you will notice that maybe I'm blessed with having people that that we can easily partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because more of my own story is more strategic partnership is more like what I consider the best for someone that is like in school and then trying to is easier and better when you try and build with others that are also building and you are heading towards a certain direction. It compounds better. You get better results in shorter time. So although I know it's very hard because you meet people that they will job you. Partnership climate in Nigeria is crazy. People, there was that time now that I had a deal with this guy. Is it Kenny or what's his name? Say normal now. Like we had a deal that okay, when I get you this is my share, blah blah blah. And then we had the conversation, everything was smooth. And when the person paid at the end of the day, then I said, okay, Alpha. He said, no, we didn't discuss that one. I said, you said normal now. He said another thing.
I have a mentee that invested 20 million naira plus to start a real estate company. After a couple of hours, the other co-founder ousted him from the company.
Okay.
Yeah, that what's it called? He's the one doing almost all the work, blah blah. I don't even know. And the guy kept the name. I don't even know whether he gave him back his initial investment or.
I don't think it doesn't seem like that. So what's it called? Climate is crazy in Nigeria. So and people often see ghosts so soon in Nigeria. So I know it's hard, right? So it may not really be a template for many people. But if you are able to find people that you guys are heading into same similar direction, and then at least there's a little bit of brotherhood in there, you might actually give it a try. Because when you guys build together, you get to like compound fast enough.
So
So that's one. And two is that I think there was a time when I was going to start on this journey. Like I had a 10-year plan actually that okay, I'm going to give myself to say apprenticeship and co for a certain period of time. Like it was that clear from 2016 to this certain time, and then it was like that. And like kind of it's very hard, but then you try and stay true to it because you get some compound return results. You'll be able to like build. You'll be able to like you'll be solid enough to have stuff that when you get anywhere, you definitely be an asset. So you definitely be an asset.
very brilliant. So
it's
take
important.
risks, plan for a long time. Right said that you should take risks. Take fucking risks. Strategic partnership and gone for a long time. Dan Smith, what were your
For me, talking about risk, I think
no talk about those crypto risks where
I'm coming.
where your boy
No,
your
I'm
account.
not going there. I'm not going there. You need
beg.
to talking about risk. You need to know the kind of risk you want to be taking.
Good.
There are some risks that will take you out, and you don't want that. Let somebody give you like 3 million to handle a project, and you went to order the materials, like you order some 10 sheets of glass, and you're already there. Something, one keke hit your car, and you're already 10 sheets of glass just broken. That kind of risk as a student, are you sure you want to take on that? That kind of risk will take you out of the business and you'll be in debt, right? It's not as if you're losing your own money alone. You're losing your money and the customer's money. And the customer won't hear that something happened. That, okay, a freak accident happened and I lost this kind of money. So before venturing into any business, know the kind of risk attached to it and know if it's something that you can chest if it happens. And also remember to always use stop loss on any business you are doing.
Always use stop loss. Hey, that one self.
But the stop loss can actually eat your stop loss and go back to the
I
direction.
go back, exactly.
So
But you're out of the
it's
market.
the same thing. We're out of the market.
And it's an important thing, because in business, in crypto and co, it's clear that stop loss.
They take
how you've
profits,
liquidated
yes.
in small time.
Yes.
It's sure it's open, but in business you won't know when you run at loss. You won't get any headway.
No,
whatsoever.
I think you will know.
You will know because there
I
should be
think-
an account for everything you're doing.
I think you know, but the reason why most people don't know is that we, in this part of the world, we interwoven our personal life with our business life, right? For me now, from forever, since like 2017 or 18, I've made the definite decision that once you start a business, you have a corporate identity, you have a corporate account for it. All money must go to the corporate accounts. One of the reasons is that it's easier to account for all the money, all the incomes that we go to corporate
sure.
and how much we spend out of it. But most people, businesses, especially ladies, are funded by allergies and boyfriends, right? All of a sudden, she's throwing tantrum that she's angry, she's sad. Boyfriend should send urgent 500k. Boyfriend should send 1 million. And then when those boyfriends try to do the boyfriend duty and send those urgent money, it will not reflect on the reality of their business. That is, you are selling at a loss. It's your boyfriend that is paying for the losses. You are selling at a loss.
You're injecting free money.
Yeah.
By injecting free money, the money that are not even accounted for in any way. They don't return equity, they don't return interest, they don't return anything. You just collect free money and Jesus Christ. So I think that's one of the reasons why you can be running at loss and you never
You don't
know.
know.
But if you are really running your business properly, you are keeping account, as many who keep account, you are keeping proper accounts of your business, you will constantly know you are at loss. And there's a minimum, there's a threshold of the loss you can bear.
Yes.
Some of us have leeway. They have backup. Our backup plan even have backup plan. But some people, they don't have any backup plan. So you should already cut your loss as much as possible. And of course, I will not tell you to quickly rush out of the market, because sometimes you just have to weather the storm. You have to weather the storm. I know that you know this better in hospitality. You have to weather the storm. There are years that you know that you are still building the customer, you are building the presence, you are building the brand identity, you are building the uniqueness, You are still trying to be that solid place you can go to have this kind of experience, The name is not yet on the limelight, blah, blah, blah. So there's always that in question. So that's one thing I'll tell you. You should know. And that's why you have to have mentors in any space you are in. So that they can tell you that what you are experiencing is not new. If someone gets into tech and say, I'm not making any money, it's not new. What you have experienced is not new. You have not built a reputation. What work have you done? What work have you done? Who have you built stuff for? Who do you think will trust you? You that you are just starting out. Who do you think will trust you with their project? Yeah.
Exactly.
The same way in hospitality, if you are not build the reputation of being the cozy place for displease, for this, for that, nobody will trust you. You know, understand what I'm saying? You have to have the reputation of some sort before you get it. Any other last word that I want to hear from you guys? Do you have any other thing you want to add?
Okay, one other important thing is the power of network. I mean, even if you're not selling something right now, if you're in school and you're looking at the future is bleak and you're not sure what to do, one thing that you can always do is network. You don't need any capital for that.
Yeah, sure.
There are some places that you will need some form of packaging, some form of preeminence to enter the space and enter the network.
Of course, there's some networking. I'm not saying that there's some network that need money.
Yeah, exactly.
For instance, now, one of the things I did for University of Ibadan students recently is that their president, their vice presidentship, and Department of Law students, all of them came here for interview for their election. And I promised all of those people was a suit. That if they want any of them that I just winner is going to get a suit. So yesterday I went to measure them, and they are going to get suit. Each suit is 100,000, and I'm giving 3 people. That's 300,000. So some networking world stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure that throughout their whole academic session, I'm going to be seeing my name as partner on this one, partner on that one.
Yeah.
Of course.
We do that a lot even in the business sponsorship. But what I'm trying to encourage people that.
But for a start, I get what you're saying. For example, among your friends,
exactly. No matter how, don't be forming. I had that problem starting up. I socialize, but I don't network. There's a difference. There's a difference in going out and balling, and there's a difference in going out and meeting people and letting them realize the value that you have, either potentially or like it's already in actualizing. So it's good when you are in midst of meeting people and then you let them know this is me. I'm a student presently. I do this. I can write very well. You'd never know what, and it's like the easiest thing to do. Maybe not so easy, but I think it's like what you
just come out of your shell.
Just come out of your shell a lot. It's going to go a long way, because at the end of the day, whatever it is you are going to end up going for, either a career or a business or even working as a salary earner or something, you still want to do it with the best of the best. And there's no way you can do that if you don't network, if you don't find yourself there. Don't rely on other people's connection. Make your own connection.
Exactly. I like that. You want to add a final?
One thing I would just say is whatever you're doing, try to invest your time.
Invest your time. Know the stuff. Know the shit you are dealing with.
Exactly. Invest your time.
Know the kind of doggy style you are.
I don't know that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is another successful episode of Brasha. I'm sure that these people, you know them, they will always give you advice. The next time they will still give you advice. Or you want to add anything? Definitely not.
Okay, let me add something.
Okay.
Go global, as in get international customers. All these Nigerian customers, they waste your time. They won't get you the most return for your money. So if you are in school, you are in all of that, you can get several international customers to pay you.
How do I get international customers if I'm in hospitality business?
You are in school, you are running a hospitality business. How?
The advice
is for 200 level students and cool. That's actually just the touch, small, and that one is for big boys now.
But sorry, can you point out an instance or a way?
Okay, it's simple.
Okay,
go on Instagram, right? When you go on Instagram, find one. Okay, let me give you an example. Find a business that is in US already. An example is GMK. Find those she follows. Go and check them out. The ones that are in US, there's a way you can check on Instagram that okay, this person is in US.
Location based.
So you can check it. So when you see they're in US, push what you have to offer to them. Even if it's physical stuff, they pay like 3 times what an average Nigerian customer pay. So those are the people that can really change your career.
So
when we went global in 2020, I think that was where everything changed. Exactly. So
of course, for he was saying that you are on a level or 200 level, you don't have money for it. I don't believe so. I trust in you. So you my partner or someone that be in hospitality like my brother here, or fashion. Or one of the things I can advise you is that look, for you to go international in spaces like that, you want to be the space for travelers. So whether you want to get your next opening at a airport or any destination that is close to people traveling, or you want to be some sort of resource for anybody that comes from other worlds too, and then you want to create content that are particularly targeting foreign audience. So for instance, now, let's say I run an hospitality business, let's say a bar or something. I want my bar to feel and sounds like one of the places you must visit if you are a foreign tourist. Think about that for a second. So if you are a foreign tourist, there's one place you should not miss out if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Ghana, if you are in Benin, if you are in London. Do you get that thing? Those are kind of way you position yourself for international, so that anytime international money is flowing into your city, it flows into your hand.
It will be you be like destination.
You are the destination, you are the tour guide. They know you. You have built that reputation online, so people will come up to you and say, "Okay, I must visit that bar." They say they have this cultural thing. You can even add a little bit of cultural items so that international tourists like cultural items. Maybe they deceive ourselves small. That's why I went to one Abuja, whatever, to go and do digital museum. Now lie, that's also lie. They don't see everywhere. Everything you don't say. I was like, okay, what's he did? We have never seen. And I'm only to say I studied. I better get out. You see all these white guys were there. They were finding it amazing. I beg. They use this to deceive themselves. So that's how you put it. You position yourself to be the anchor of foreign exchange. That's it. And then you get because I believe many of you have Odogu money, and then you can raise it from your friend even if you don't have it yourself. Especially some of you that think you are in your cocoon, you are introvert. One of the things I would advise is that become extroverted. Make more friends. Make friends with people. A lot of your mates have money. In fact, the funny part is that a lot of the people that you currently work with in your universities are going to become the kind of people that become successful. Look at Shoba Ali Lukman. People do, if you know people in my area, they will tell you that I'm one of the people that make him become president. And now he's a real estate, whatever, tycoon, or what do you call it? You understand? So you have to have connection with people like that and keep those connections in touch because you don't know who they will become. And I have several friends like that that have become super successful. One sold his startup the other day. One used to work as Flutter, now is building one tech company. People like that you build in your circle are going to become super successful, especially when you're in university. It's the people that made it to university that end up becoming really, really successful. Some poly people become successful. I'm just saying. So
based on data.
Okay, pay close attention to your university friends. They become really successful in the future. And it's not in 5 years. Sometimes it's not even in 10 years. So sometimes in 20 years that you now see the benefit of holding tight to those relations and keeping them at the least as acquaintances, or what do you call them? So, guys, that's this from me, and I will see you in the next episode. You have heard from Favor Aogbemi, the CEO of
OneShot.
OneShot.
Lounge.
Why OneShot? Why not
One
2
shot.
shots or 4 shots?
You have OneShot at life, so make it count.
Interesting.
Wow.
And
Evolution. Unisex salon and boutique.
Unisex. How do evolution happen?
By
True doggy. I will see you in the next episode.